I'm currently in high school. I'm heading into my senior year, and I like the way I'm heading. I like the way my life is going. I'm focusing on improving myself every day. I'm going to the gym. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do when it comes to my future, when it comes to kind of like my purpose, right? And being in Miami, finding, this space, this area, this city that I'm in, a lot of these people and a lot of the people that I talk to and everyone I spend time with, I don't know, I just feel like it's very hard to find someone that aligns with my goals. And working on myself so often and just being able to actually, be in touch with myself is something that I'm still trying to figure out.
Mhm.
And through all of that, I'm kind of scared that, like, or not even scared, but just like a little worried that it's always in the back of my head, like maybe things like won't fall into place.
Yeah, so specify exactly what you're trying to fix here or want to learn
Like
or
what I'm trying to fix is just when it comes to like the mentality of how I should be approaching like women when it comes to like I'm putting myself first, right?
yeah.
I'm always going to be putting me first. This is my life and I'm living it for a reason. So it's me number one. But then it's like I want to add more substance to myself as a human being through relationships, right? Through a relationships that's deeper than more of like a friendship. Not like I'd be best friends with my girl and stuff, but it's
What
just
do you
like
mean
I
add
want to add more
substance
substance
through
to my life.
what do you what you mean by that?
I I feel like I want a partner, man, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Is it a good or bad thing to crave like a partner?
That's up to you to decide. I mean, I crave a
I
partner
mean, right?
too. Like, here's the thing. So, when we consume a lot of content from different types of people, we fail to realize that at the end of the day, this is a human being and that they're opinionated, and that doesn't mean what they say always goes. So, a mistake that I used to make was thinking or listening to somebody in the position that I want to be in and just thinking like it's their way or no way, and that's just not the reality of it. So you may hear some people say don't get in a relationship, you need to focus on yourself. Then on the flip side, you'll hear millionaires say I wouldn't have been able to do this without my wife. um so it's really what your beliefs and what your values is, because at the end of the day, like I was saying to somebody in the chat, it's your life. It's You're the one that has to make yourself happy. You're the one that have to live with your decisions at the end of the day. And I can tell you it sucks to mess up or to make a mistake listening to somebody else instead of just making that mistake listening to yourself, because then you'll always have that regret of, well, I really wanted this, or like I didn't even really do this for myself. So if you want to have a partner, then yeah, that's fine. Now, you did mention that you talk to a lot of girls and they have this singular quality. And what I also learned was when you talk to multiple different girls, like you're gonna like them all. It's gonna be very hard for you to settle down with one person when you have all these different girls. Like I seen a video and it was spot on. They was saying you may have a girl that cooks for you, and then you may have a girl she helps you with your business, and then you may have a girl she just gives you that love, that attention that you crave, right? They all It's three different girls, but they're all giving you what you need, and now you have a hard time like choosing one, and then you don't end up choosing none of them because like you can't really do so. So what I learned was one at a time. The reason that I got into my relationship was because I genuinely didn't even want to talk to no girls. Like I had just got done from talking to a girl and I wanted to really lock in and focus on my life and try to fast track to where I was trying to go. And it just so happened that I came across my girlfriend and we just started talking and it just naturally happened. But I wasn't I wasn't craving a girlfriend, but at the same time I did enjoy the intimacy and the affection that you get from having one. So I said all that to say it doesn't hurt to want to have a girlfriend. Like I want to get married one day, and there's people out here who never want to get married. Like that ain't got nothing to do with me because it's not my life and my life is not theirs. So make the decision that's best for you. One, and then two, if you do want to settle down, understand that it's going to be hard to settle down with one girl if you keep talking to multiple girls. because you're not really going to be satisfied. And the last thing I want to add on top of that is there is no such thing as the perfect girl. So if you are focusing on yourself and locked in on yourself, make sure that you really take the time to understand what you know about yourself and what you like in people and what you like in yourself, because the girl that you end up settling down with and choosing with, this is going to be the girl that you spend majority of your time with. So you want to make sure that she has characteristics and habits of a person that you don't mind being around, and not somebody that you would be sick to your guts around and annoyed with. Because at the end of the day, like I said, this is the person that you're going to spend majority of your time with.
All right. Yeah, and another thing is just like, you see, I'm really good at conversation, but one thing that I lack is like I can talk to people great. I'm great with communication, and I love that about myself. I take it as a really good quality.
Hmm.
But then another thing is when it comes to the flirting side of things, like I understand to the point that it's like being playful, but I feel like that's one of the qualities that I kind of lack. I don't know. I'm not sure how I should work on that. And I know it's a lot of stuff that happens in the moment and it's very situationally tailored, but maybe you could give me just some like general tips to follow, or just, someone to help, spark ideas in my brain here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Flirting is really, it's kind of hard to explain. It's very broad. However,
Yeah.
even a simple like it's just playful banter. So even if you tease a girl, like if you, I don't want to say bully her, but like make fun of her lightly, that's considered flirting. Like it's literally just
Mm.
playful banter. Now, I don't. I wish I could really break down flirting. Like it just really became supernatural for me. But if I had to define what flirting was to me, it's more. It's really just. I like to use the word flattery. I like to make people feel good about themselves, um, even if they know I'm bullshitting. Cause like even when I'm at work, I have like a sales job, and they'll say they're old or something, and then I'll say, "You ain't old. You look like a day over 25," knowing damn well they look like 50 or 60. They know I'm joking, but they know I'm
Hmm.
flattering them. I'm making them feel good about themselves, and they'll literally sit here and say, "You just saying that so I could buy something," but they laugh. It's just it's the fact of making them feel good. It's literally just playing. Like everything don't have to be so serious. Like I I had to hyper focus on just relaxing, like enjoying myself. Like you have to hyper focus on what you want out of this. If you know that you're supposed to be present and relax, you need to tell yourself, I need to get out of my head. I need to listen more. I need to be relaxed. I need to enjoy myself. Like I'm always in my head so much, but it's to a point where I know what I need to do. So I know if I'm in my head, I'll sit here and tell myself, I need to relax. I need to enjoy this. Like just relax, just enjoy. Like I'll tell myself that. Then I'll really find something to enjoy.
All right, for
It's
sure,
supposed to
man.
be it's
And
supposed to be fun, bro. It's like it's just supposed to be fun. It's flirting doesn't come flirting is just like it's just opportunities, bro. We know I feel like people notice opportunities and they just be scared to say certain shit.
So they don't take advantage of the opportunities, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
that's literally what it is. Like I didn't used to take advantage of the opportunities, but now it's like I recognize opportunities. This may sound a little crazy, but I may hear like
Hmm.
I may hear two guys talking, and I hear an opportunity like, oh, that was a girl. You could say something right there. Like I don't really know how to explain it.
I
Like
hear
you
you.
know, you get if you just present, you just hear certain shit. Like you can just twist it. You can just twist it to
Yeah.
twist the words, twist the conversation to express your interest. That's all I can really say. You can't be scared to
And you
express
think
your interest.
and you think you just got better over time at those like little things, like just through
I know
practice,
I
through
got better
reps.
over time.
You
Yeah,
know you got better
it
through
was
reps,
more
right?
so like it was a couple of different things. Like I listened to a lot of love R&B music, love like R&B rap, love rap. Like I just listened to a lot of that where a lot of the artists are either singing to a girl or rapping to a girl or singing about a girl or rapping about a girl. And if it comes off as smooth, I'm kind of paying attention to like why did that like why did they just hit so different? Like he really was popping his shit right here. Or if I would watch, like, I remember when I first started, I just loved watching like good game. Like I just love watching people who made girls feel good, and I just kind of picked up on it over time. Um, like you can watch me, like my YouTube channel, Von Swego. I literally just have a bunch of monkey app videos where I'm just talking to girls nonstop. I got videos where I approached girls. I got videos where I was doing public interviews and I flirted in the middle of a public interview. Like it's me watching people like myself, LOB Chris, Taekwondo when he was doing his pineapple shows and dates, and the minorities, like just watching
Yeah.
good game, not the scripted approaching videos that you see and they say the same thing over and over again. Like I was watching videos of car dates where you actually see the interaction between a guy and a girl, like actually seeing how she reacts and seeing her facial expression and shit like that. And then also once I started talking to girls, me watching so much film allowed me to recognize when girls were actually interested in the conversation, when girls were actually quote unquote blushing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Experience.
And you feel like over time, like this kind of became natural to you? Like if you were in a situation right now, you could kind of just go with the flow, or are you like constantly thinking whenever you're talking to
Nah,
someone?
I can't constantly think. I'm not constantly thinking, but I'm constantly recognizing. Like, if I'm
Right, but you're
like,
always
you
aware.
can't think. Yeah, you can't think. Like, if you think it's gonna be awkward, it's not. You're going to miss the opportunities, and
It won't be natural.
the opportunities is what allows you to get from point A to point B. When you're trying to think, it's going to be so hard to get from point A to point B because you're trying to think of how to get there. But in reality, you use opportunities to get there, and if you're not present, you miss those opportunities. It literally came from experience. Like, and the last thing I would say that really helped me is I only paid attention to two things. I only pay attention to girls who are receptive and girls who are reciprocating. So if I'm talking to a girl and she don't look like she don't want to talk, I'm not gonna force it. Like we can both feel. You can feel how it is to have an awkward conversation. You can feel when it's like not flowing. Trust that. Like you recognize it. It's okay. There's nothing that you can really pretty much do at this point besides ask questions and dig deeper to try to get somebody to open up. I don't have time to do all that because at the end of the day, I really don't know if you're down. Even if I do all that work, I still don't know if you're really down to talk at the end of the day. And I know that there's so many other people out here where if you just say one thing, they're itching to talk to you. Like there's I tell a quick story. I was going to go pick up a DoorDash order, and it was this girl. I thought she was fine and shit, and I wanted to say something to her, but my heart was beating on my chest. I was trying to think of what to say, and I didn't know what to say. And then I just said fuck it, and I asked her what her name was, and I got her Instagram or whatever, phone number, cool. I called her the next day, and she said that she had seen me 3 times, and she was hoping and waiting for me to say something to her. So I'm over here waiting, trying to say the right thing, heart beating on my chest, and whole time she's been waiting for me to say something to her. I would have never known that if I never said anything. But she was ready for it. She was receptive to that. And then when I did speak to her and I did ask her for her name and ask her how old she was and ask for her number, she was reciprocating. Like her answers were not the driest. Like she was engaged in a conversation. I had her full undivided attention. She was she was trying to give me eye contact. Um, she was cool. She was smiling, like laughing. She didn't look like she didn't want to talk, and she didn't sound like she didn't want to talk. That's all I'm looking for, because it don't really matter what I say at that point. I can really say or ask anything. Like I'm just literally just keeping it cool. Like I'm not trying too hard, and I'm not. I also want to clear the air, not just for you, but for anybody that's watching. I know it's important to build a connection and build that rapport talking to a girl, but when you're approaching a girl, for those who are taking the approach route, you don't have to have a 5 minute to 10 minute conversation with a girl off rip. I never have those conversations off rip. Like if I was approaching, I literally probably ask 2 to 3 things max. What's your name? How old you are? And did you have a boyfriend? And can I get your number? Like those are literally the same, pretty much the questions I asked all the time. So just remember that. Like
So
I'm looking for a
yeah, like those first interactions, right? Like those first
yeah,
interactions
yes,
should be
the
like
very first
short and
interact.
sweet,
Yeah,
is what you mean. Like,
yep. It does depend on like where you met the girl or how you met the girl, because like
I'm gonna get into
this
that.
is like
Yeah,
a cold approach type thing. But if I'm
right.
out with my friends and they know this girl, or if I'm hanging around a group of people and it's a girl I ain't never met before, I don't have to. I can just spark a small conversation. Oh, how you know? Blah blah blah. Oh, you been here before? Oh, what you get from here? I never ate here before. What you recommend? Like just small shit like that. Like just icebreakers for. It depends on the situation. Like if you cold approach, you can keep it short, sweet, get straight to the point. But if you're like hanging around somebody, you might be there for the rest of the night. Then the little small little conversations, just the icebreakers can help.